Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to look and talk and play the Mino Toro. Now, I've played this since the update. Now, it's a tank that I've always loved anyway. Honestly, I have absolutely loved, and I still love the Mino Toro. But of course, it has had some changes, and to be fair, the changes have been generally decent. So the lower plate armor has actually lost a bit of armor. It's lost a bit of armor, which I agree with. I think that is the correct decision to make, because I do think the tank was fairly strong, and there was only sort of that tiny middle bit that a lot of tanks would be able to penetrate. So lowering the armor was actually a good thing, but they've also reduced some of the reload as well, which I think has made the tank a lot better. So of course, it is one of those reserve shell tanks, which basically means do not shoot that last shell under any circumstances. And when I mean any circumstances, I mean not any circumstances, but most circumstances. Unless you can kill a certain tank, unless you can bring a certain tank down to a one shot and you have a bit of backup so they can kill it, most of the time you really do not want to shoot that reserve shell. Reserve shell, yes. So your armor, your turret armor is still 240 millimeters, and your hull armor is actually 270 millimeters in some parts. So overall, very, very strong when it comes to armor. Now, your DPM, 2,518, of course, that is not a high DPM. That's quite a low DPM for a tank destroyer. But again, it is the reserve shell. So your reload between each shot is 3.53 seconds. So you shoot the first shell, then you've got 3.5 seconds, and if you wasn't then going to shoot, then your reload will start to for that first shot you shot is actually shell number 3. So you shoot the 3.5 seconds intra-clip, and then that 8.15 starts going down. So you reload that shot that you've just shot. And then again, if you decide to shoot the second shot, you shoot, then you've got another 3.53 seconds, but then you've got 9.05 seconds on that reload. And again, then if you shoot again, you've got the 3.53 plus 21 seconds, pretty much. So yeah, well, actually, I don't think it is the 3 point, because it's the final shot. So you don't have that 3.53 seconds. You just have the 21.73 because it's not an intra-clip. But you need to keep that last shell, because again, 9 seconds on the second shell, and then 21, almost 22 seconds on that other shell is a massive difference. And then you've got to realize you've got 21.5 seconds reloading one shell, and then you've got 9 seconds more to reload the second shell, and then another 8 seconds. So you're waiting more than half a minute to reload your entire magazine if you was to shoot all 3 shells. So try and keep that last shell by all means. Your penetration is 289 on your APCR. 384 on your heat, which is pretty decent, and 70 on your HE. Of course, we are running the calibrated shells because you need to. It is better. You've got a 490 alpha gun, which is nice. So you will have some high rolls over 500, well over 500. You've got 410 on your heat, and of course you've got 630 on your HE. So if you could get a couple of shells out on your HE, then it really, really will help. Of course, your aim time isn't great at 4.1, and your gun dispersion isn't great at 0.398. You have 10 degrees of gun depression and a top speed of 34 kilometers per hour. So stat-wise, the tank is pretty solid. I'm not going to lie, it is pretty solid. And again, it's a tank that I really, really enjoy. Now, the way you play the tank, again, is totally up to you how you play a tank. You've got to look at it and think, right, I am a tank destroyer. But honestly, I don't play this tank like a tank destroyer. I think it's better than a tank destroyer. It is more of a heavy tank. So I do try to play as far forward as I possibly can. There are going to be people out there that plays it at the back, but honestly, you don't have good enough aim time. You don't have the good enough accuracy to be sitting at the back waiting for shots. I want to get up close and personal. I have very good armor. And I want to use that armor, and you can't really use that armor sat at the back of the map. So I want to get as close as I can to the enemy, using the tank to my advantage, and that is with the armor, that is with the gun depression, and I want to use that. So this is exactly what we are going to do. And again, you are going to get bounces along the way, just like we have done there with the Camp Panzer 70. We get one bounce. Now we're going to be a little bit patient here. We're going to wait for that third shell to reload. So I could have shot him and then have one more shot, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to wait. The same here. I've got one shell reloaded, and I do not want to shoot that shell. So I'm keep looking to my right because, you know, I'm still, are they there? Are they going to shoot me? But what I decided to do is reload one shell and then take him out, so I don't have to use that last shell. So you will see this game that I try and not use that last shell as much as I possibly can. And honestly, I don't even want to shoot my second shell. I did there against the IS-4 because he was backing up. So if I'd have waited to reload my next shell, then I wouldn't have been able to get that shot. Now, stupidly, I did take a shot against that Object 752. I don't know why I took the shot. That was stupid because now I have a mega long reload. So that was my own stupid fault. But, you know, we still at the moment got 3,000 damage. We're still full hit points, and we have blocked at 1,120 damage. And now I need to be a little bit patient. And look how boring it is. I mean, look how boring it is when you shoot that last shell. There's over 30 seconds. My team have been dying, and I have not managed to help them once. But then I was a little bit patient. I reload all 3 shells, and I managed to take out that Badger. So with just 2 shells, I've now got over 1,000 damage more. So we've now gone up to 4,000 damage. Now the Death Star has been spotted. Everyone has been spotted. I can play a little bit more aggressive. Again, we're going to wait. We're going to get the second shot. Are we going to wait another 2 seconds? No, because we've got impatient. 2 more seconds and we would have had 3 shells, but now we only have 1 shell and I can't shoot it, otherwise I'm on a big long reload. So this time we are going to wait, but the Death Star has gone anyway. So just 3 tanks left alive. I'm going to wait. No, I'm not going to wait, because at this point there is only 6 tanks. There's 6 tanks of us and only 2 for the enemy. So even there, I don't care at this point, because, you know, by the time I would have reloaded that second shot, I probably wouldn't have got the extra damage that I got. So there is a time and there is a place to shoot that third shot, and even the second shot. And I'm always the one that never really looks at the reload. So I look at my shells. Oh, I've got 2 shots. I'm going to take a shot, not realizing that I've only got 1 more second to wait for an extra shell. But I'm very known to do that, and it's very frustrating, but that's my own fault. But overall, the tank is absolutely fantastic. I think the buff has made it really, really good. I don't mind losing the bit of armor that it lost, because you get less reload. You get a less intricate reload. Not for your not for your first shot you shot, but the next 2 shots is a lot better. So let me know what you think of the Mino Toro. Again, I think it is absolutely fantastic tank that's just been made a little bit better. Let me know what you think of the Mino Toro in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.